Hello everyone, and welcome back to Killer7. Last time, our mission was basically successful. Our mission was to kill Toru Fukushima, and he died. It's just that we were not the ones to kill him. It's just that it turned out, as we were going through that level, that we were finding out that maybe killing Fukushima was not the best thing in the world. Maybe he shouldn't have been killed. But we will never know if Travis was successful at convincing the Killer7 not to kill him, because Fukushima was killed by his assistant, Julia, who turned out to be an assassin herself. Then we killed Julia, and apparently the restaurant burned down, is what it seemed like what was going on there. But we're not done with Chapter 2 yet. What we've done after Restaurant Fukushima is Garcian left Washington, D.C., flew back to his trailer house in Washington State, take a little nap, save his game, and now we're going to head right back to Washington, D.C. Seems like kind of a waste of a trip. I don't know. But some levels are set up like this. Chapter 1, Angel, was not. That chapter only had the one level. Chapter 2, Sunset, is split up into two separate levels. The first one was at Restaurant Fukushima, and now the second one is the one we are heading to right now, as we leave the trailer house and head back to Washington, D.C.
Wish you was a small place.
I used to come here quite often when I was an exchange student. I like this place. Kind of run down, but homey, you know?
I didn't come down here to chit-chat. Just tell me what I need to know.
Okay. Let's get down to business. And Mr. Mills has a job for you. He wants you to kill this man. His name is Jean de Paul, 23. An apprentice cook at Restaurant Fukushima. He's a spy, all right.
How can you tell?
He's one of the elite international operatives. Killed quite a few government officials, by the way.
Where is he?
Try the Kaku building. Syndicates from all over the world run their thing in that area.
Guess I'll be on my way then. Sayonara.
Well, our new mission is to take out Jean de Paul, who we met in Restaurant Fukushima, except there was more to him than met the eye. More to him than met the eye. He's not a transformer, but he is a spy and an assassin. Not a chef. Not a chef.
It's too late. We won't see any fireworks.
For 65 years, we gave everything we had to restoring this country. Now, all our efforts will end up in smoke once again by the hand of the same country that first put us here.
This is what happens when you rely on boys. Now, how should we settle this?
Shut up already! Who the hell do you think you are?
This is exactly the reason I hate young pricks like him. Oh, they lack patience.
Hey, kid, do yourself a big favor. Here,
Blow your head off.
you want to shoot us with that gun? Go ahead.
We're prepared to die.
Shoot us if it will make you happy, but it won't make any difference.
Oh, we've done it many times, killing our seniors, but it's how we've always settled things.
Look at you. Don't even have balls to pull trigger.
I can say this much. This boy's got no future.
You know, a real gentleman would dress more appropriately before his death.
Who the hell are you?
Why do they treat elders like we are such nuisance? Only if they knew how much we truly contribute.
I have to agree with you there.
He's yours. So, what do you think, partner?
I think he is finally seeing things clearly now.
Well, you'll always be together.
Well, there was kind of a lot to take in that cutscene. I mean, I guess all I could say is that was the headquarters for the Japanese UN party. We saw some of the leadership there. Not the leader, because Fukushima was the big man of the party. But those two old men were quite angry at the younger guy, Matsuoka, for apparently screwing up, not getting things done, and not succeeding, I guess, at these negotiations with the US to save Japan from the incoming missiles. After that, the whole thing with the gun in Kunlan, I mean, you saw it. You can come to your own conclusions as to what that was all about. That's not what Garcian is here for, though. He doesn't know about any of that. He doesn't care about any of that. He's only caring about his mission, which is kill Jean de Paul, who is said to be at the Kaku building. Now, the Kaku building, that's not the first time we've heard that. Travis mentioned it last time. The Fukushima mission was the day before this one. And Travis said that on the next day, representatives from the Japanese UN party and the US were going to have negotiations on whether or not the US was going to launch the fireworks to intercept the missiles. So this is the last day. This is the last-ditch attempt at Japan to try to save itself. And DePaul sounds like he was dispatched to the Kaku building, for what reason we don't know, but maybe it was to interrupt these negotiations. So, we have to stop him before any of that happens. But first we have to look at this car. I don't know if this is Garcian's car, if he took it here, but someone wrote on the windshield, BTJ CSC WTS. Let's continue on to the road. Alright, we got Kevin. We only have 3 personas available right now. Kevin, Coyote, and Mask. Alright, so the Kaku building. We heard something right there. We heard a Heaven Smile falling down. So this Heaven Smile, it operates basically the same as any other Heaven Smile. It's just that it falls down out of the sky. So it could appear from anywhere, I guess. Here's a Harmon's room in this building, but we really don't need to go to Harmon's room. Yeah, you see that? Just fell right out. I don't know if that's wings on its back or what. But it doesn't fly or anything once it's on the ground. Alright, we could pick road or road. Let's pick road. Is there a reason to pick road? Well, Iwazuru's right here to talk to us. You can call me the Big M if you want. So Iwazuru's talking about abbreviations. We saw the car. Actually, you can see it from here, in the distance in the lower left. You can see the abbreviations. You wouldn't have been able to see that on a real GameCube. But BTJ, CSC, WTS, completely legible from here. Why do we need to know that? Well, we need to think about what Iwazuru just said about heavy drinks. He doesn't like them. Not that makes any sense right now, but maybe if we walk over here... we'll encounter a vending machine. And this vending machine serves some unusual things. This is a vending machine made by ISZK. ISZK. They make a lot of the technology in the world of Killer7. This vending machine offers Handsome Man Executive Cola, Bloody Tomato Juice, creamy Southern Coffee, Hot Ginger Coconut, Cinnamon Coriander Tea, or some wild vegetable tempura soup. So, it all sounds so good, but we have to remember what the abbreviation said. We need to order some Bloody Tomato Juice, some creamy Southern Coffee, and some WTS. And the vending machine was covering a secret door into the Kaku building, because why not? Why wouldn't there have been one? A secret door is how you make sure that the people who go in the building really want to go in. Anyway, we have a new Heaven Smile, a Poison Smile. I'll just take this guy out and we'll see what he does. Now, I could just shoot him, and eventually he'll fall down. But he just gets right back up. That's his thing. Thing about the Poison Smile. You have to shoot the Poison Smile in his critical point, or do something like a counterattack to kill him. If you just shoot him in just anywhere, he'll get right back up. That's this thing. It's what he does. However, since he's vulnerable to the counterattack, it's not really that big of a deal. Two ways we could go here. Let's check out these rooms. Oh, Micro Smile. Missed it. I don't think I've explained what the Micro Smiles do when you shoot them. That black and yellow one, if I had hit that one, I only have 3 personas available now, but if I had hit that Micro Smile, all 6 personas would then become opened and available. So that's what that one does. The blue and red one does something different. Anyway, we got some dice. Let's look at these dice. Let's roll the dice and see what we get. We can just do this all day, and nothing will happen. Why is that? Well, maybe we should talk to Yunhyun about that, because he's standing right here, ready to give us tips. Alright, let's ask the True Mask what it thinks about this. We know that it's just going to insult us, but that's what we're here for. We might also want to ask it what this big black box underneath the table is that's making this whirring sound, and with a conspicuous red light on it. What is that about, True Mask? Well, he's talking about the dice, but even though he's giving us hints, it still doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But that's fine. We're going to continue on. What does Travis have to say? Bad times for Japan. Sounds like the rest of the world has decided that maybe there doesn't need to be a Japan anymore. Maybe it's just going to get carved up by the neighboring countries. Well, is that something we care about? The Killer7, they're not fighting for Japan. This is locked by a padlock, but of course we know who loves padlocks. First, let's take a look around here. Here's a poster. Sister Swift is staring at us, but besides her eyes, something that's noticeable about this poster are the dice she's holding, and she's holding snake eyes. I was not able to get snake eyes when I was rolling those dice. How could we get snake eyes? Well, first of all, let's change to Coyote, so we can open up this control panel. On or off? Well, let's try off. Let's see what that does. Alright, I turned that big black box off. So let's head back to the dice room. We heard a laugh. Alright, here we go. Alright, so basically, what this box is apparently, it's like a big magnet underneath the table, and it prevents us from getting snake eyes. So now that the magnet is off, we can rely on our own luck. And get snake eyes. And we get a soul shell. So, I mean, what was the purpose of this whole thing? I don't know. Maybe some people were having a dice game and the game was fixed. Maybe that's what that is. But then you might wonder, wouldn't they notice like this big box underneath the table and wonder what that is and why it's making such a loud noise? You think they might wonder that? I don't know. Anyway, here comes a heaven smile. So, we've explored all of the first floor. Let's start heading up to the next floors. And we found a soul shell, which of course, in each level, getting soul shells is our ultimate goal because that lets us get past the gatekeeper. So we want to find those. Let's take a look at the second floor.
You're fucked.
Nope. Thought I might be able to do it, but no, I was not. Fortunately, I do have some thin blood, so I can just heal us up. The floors on the Kaku building are not very complicated. If we look at it, like, most of the floors just look like this. Not exactly a maze or anything. Harmon's room? We don't need to drop off our blood just yet. We do have a lot of blood. Yun-Hyun, what does he have to tell us? Well, first of all, we can look at this poster. It says to let the cards decide. We have 9, 10, Jack, Queen, and King, all of hearts. And in the upper right, there is a helpful label to tell us that it is poker we are playing. We are playing poker. Let's hear what our informant has to say about the game of poker. He says to duel with the poster, and that's actually a useful bit of information. If we're going to play poker, that is the opposing hand. That's not the hand we want. We want a hand that can beat that. And does the true mask have anything else to tell us? You know, I'm not really sure, in many cases, why Yun-Hyun is in this game. He gives us hints to puzzles, but the puzzles frequently end up being extremely easy, like easy to the point that you're not even sure that it's supposed to be a puzzle, and you'll just solve it anyway. Look at this guy. Look at this guy coming.
You're fucked.
And that's the case with this puzzle right here. There's Kakazuru, so we'll go where he is to get that soul shell. And the thing is that we'll solve this puzzle, but we didn't actually need any clues or really even need to know that it is a puzzle.
Fucked.
As we kill that guy, then we get over here with the cards. We need to turn a card over. Which card should we turn over? I mean, even if we didn't see the poster, we probably would just want to go for the highest hand possible, which means turning over this 9 and getting the royal straight flush. By doing that, we beat the hand that's on the poster, but I would have just picked that anyway, even if I didn't know about the poster. Same thing with the dice puzzle. Like, even if I didn't know there was a puzzle there, I still would have used Coyote to open up the control panel and turn off the magnet. And then I just would have kept rolling dice until I got Snake Eyes, which is actually what I did when I played the game the first time.
Fucked.
So I'm not really sure what the purpose of Yun-Hyun is in many cases in this game. I don't need to kill this guy, but, I mean, we do want blood. Blood is important. All you need is blood.
Fucked.
As it says. Let's move on to the next floor, since we got the soul shell here. The soul shells, as we were told, are bullets that were left behind by Master, so I guess Harmon has been here in the Kaku building in the past. What does Wazru have to say about the Kaku building?
This prince is really danger. The prince to the streets of his madness is ridiculous. It is the year to the self-present. If the herd is able to the sun, it is the year you can live the death. It should introduce this prince to the land. The realizes we are doing this now.
Well, apparently some illegal gambling going on in the Kaku building, so maybe that's what that dice game was all about. The dice game with the incredibly inconspicuous giant box under the table. Oh, did the game just stop? Maybe the emulator... Oh no, hold on. It kept going. There we go. Did it recover? I think it recovered. Yep, I guess we're still going. I guess I don't have to redo this. Here's the Mother Smile. The Mother Smile is a lot like the duplicates that... Well, duplicate that we've encountered in the first level. It vomits up eggs.
You're fucked.
And in one way, it's a good thing because we can get like an unlimited amount of blood. Speaking of blood... Hold on. Speaking of blood, I'm going to drop off all this thick blood because I'm almost maxed out with 999. So I'm just going to do this right here, and then we'll come back out and take care of that Mother Smile. I haven't seen the emulator do that before, by the way, where it just stopped right there. I don't know what that was about, but I'm glad that it recovered. For a second, thought maybe I was playing on the Philips CDI, getting a dirty disk error, but no. There's just... I don't know what was happening there. Alright, what do I want to do to distribute this?
Don't make me.
Oh yeah, some of the personas are asleep. Well, I know I need to wake Dan up. Wake up, Dan. I know I need him because I need his collateral shot to kill the Mother Smile. I need 5 more to get Kaede out here. Kevin.
Yes.
Khan. 5 more.
Yeah, I'll just set them on fire. Piece of cake.
It's what you do best, Mask. Let's see, that's right. I was leveling up everyone to level 2, is what the deal was here. I'm just trying to think about the special abilities that everyone gets. Mask, I don't think actually gets any additional abilities until he gets all his skills up to level 5, which is quite a while from now, and we probably will never actually get there during this playthrough. Because you really do have to grind if you want to get everyone up to level 5. You would have to grind in the last level, in which there is no limit to how much serum you can get, and there's really no reason to do that. So I'm not going to level him up.
Yes.
Right now, anyway. What I'm going to do... There's a boss fight in this level that I'm going to want to use Kaede for, so I'm going to level up her Waver one more time to level 4. It's a lot of Waver. And let's see.
You still are an ugly fella. How's it been, huh?
It's been okay, Dan. And I'm going to start leveling up everyone else except Mask to level 3. Let's see if we get anything here. No. Well, was not able to get his critical up to level 3. Everything else is, though. And let us switch to Dan, since I'm going to need him right here. Alright, let's head on out. Let's first pay attention to this Mother Smile. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and wait for the Mother Smile to vomit up an egg, and then
Collateral shot.
There we go.
This is too easy.
Oh. More eggs coming out the door, turning the corner towards me. I like how they turned the corner. Okay, that's why. There's a duplicator in here. It's also a Camellia Smile that we could use to get thin blood. Because I'm going to need another... Missing so much.
Bastard.
Fortunately, we did have the counterattack to save us. I should have used that with Coyote before, when I got hit with him. Because... Nope, was not able to do the down attack quite right. Anyway, let's heal up a little bit. And now I have 3. Oh, there's one coming this way. Alright. Now, 1, 2, 3.
Collateral shot.
Still was not able to do it. Oh, that's disappointing. At least I'm able to heal him up. And let's see if we can fill up our thin blood by getting him. Let's see, right there. Nope. No. I should have reloaded before I shot him to try to get him after I missed. Anyway, let's head in here. What do we find in here? Well, nothing except... we find that guitar riff over and over and over, and a hole in the ceiling. Well, we know who can handle that. Wazuru told us, but we didn't need to be told. We already knew. We know about Coyote and his incredible jump. Oh. Except, one thing I forgot is you need thin blood to do that incredible jump, and I used it all healing Dan. So... let's see if we can find someone to give us some thin blood. Just one will do. Just one will be fine. Did that give us one? Nope, still nothing. Anyone in here? Nope, all we have is bathtub and horse race, like you usually do in any particular room. Here's Yun. What does he have to say about bathtub and horse race? We don't have enough blood to pay him. Man, look what happens when you don't have enough blood. You can't do anything. What about horse race? Here it is. It's horse race. We have to predict the correct horses. I really like the idea that this building is supposed to be a den of illicit gambling, and that's what they're talking about. Like this little toy horse race. This is the illegal gambling that's going on in the Kaku building. We have to figure out how to get the correct predictions for the horse race. You understand? How could we possibly get the correct predictions? I don't understand how we're supposed to do that. You can't possibly predict how the horse race is going to go. There's nothing that's actually going to tell you that. But anyway, we're looking at the results of one of the most famous horse races in history, the Bloody Valentine Cup, held by Grasshopper Race something. Can't really see it. Do I hear footsteps? Maybe not. But anyway, the Bloody Valentine Cup. Nothing to do with what we're doing right now, however. What does Travis have to say? So it seems that Travis thinks that without Fukushima here, there's really no point to these talks. He doesn't have much to say about the actual representatives here, saying they're second rate. And if they're second rate, so are the assassins sent after them, meaning Jean de Paul, I guess. Hold on, I do need some thin blood. And thick blood also, that would be good. I'm going to go down to the previous floor and build up on some blood. Sometimes that happens when you're playing Killer 7. Sometimes you run out of blood and need to grind up a bit. Especially happens when you get hurt and you have to use thin blood to heal up, which I had to do. And that may force you to go back to previous areas, fight some Heaven Smiles, build up that blood. As it says, all I need is blood. And that sounds so easy when we're constantly getting blood. Alright, I got some blood. Good thing these Heaven Smiles are here to give us the blood. If they weren't, what would we do? The Killer 7 has this weird blood economy going on, where even though they hate Heaven Smiles, they kill Heaven Smiles, but they need Heaven Smiles as the source of blood. If there were no Heaven Smiles, how would the Killer 7 get blood? I guess I could also shoot this one. Shoot the Heaven Smiles that this one vomits up over and over. I mean, it's since it's back, I kind of have to do that now, I guess. Well, hold on. Let's at least run in here, since I know that I can jump up since I have thin blood. Oh, it's coming after me. Well, I'm getting out of here. Let's see it try to follow me up here. It can't, is the thing. However, the only thing up here is an object. A very odd object. An odd engraving, in fact. So what do we need that for? Well, we haven't seen anything yet. I don't see it from up here. Wanted to see if I could shoot it from up here. It's probably going to be right down there when I drop down. I guess we're going to have to find out. Let's see. Is it here? No, I guess it went back to its original position. But I do hear it spitting eggs. Alright, so that's good. If it was right down here waiting for me, I would have gotten hurt, and I would have had to waste thin blood healing myself.
You're fucked.
I'm just gonna get some space here. And change to Dan while I'm at it. I'm not sure if it's walking after me, the mother smile, I mean, because I was close enough that it might be. Yes. There we go. That's the down attack. Let's walk back up here. Alright, no, it didn't come walking after me, so that's good. Okay, once again, 1, 2, 3. And wait for it to vomit so I don't miss.
Collateral shot.
Alright, so now we've done that. And there's only one... Did I hear? Yep, I heard something. Alright, now we're doing well. Doing well in terms of thick and thin blood. And now let's talk to Yoon Hyun and ask his advice on this very difficult puzzle that we have in front of us. All right. Let's hear what it has to say. Alright, so we have to line up the order of the numbers with the horse toys, but only do it with a pure heart. Don't think with your other head. What does that even mean, True Mask? Why would you even say that in this situation? We're talking about horse toys. And you know something I just want to bring up? The remnants, the ghosts that we are seeing. Supposedly these are all people that we have killed. And if the True Mask talked like this in life, as he does in death, I can see why. Maybe we killed him? I can understand that. Anyway, let's go back to this incredibly illegal and illicit horse race right here. Do not let the cops know that we're doing this right now. Do you know how long we could go away for if they knew about what was happening here? So illegal. And now I'm going to use my inside knowledge to make bets. I'm not fixing the race. I already knew the results. Go horses! Go number one! Number one, go! Number one, you have to win! Number one, I believe in you. It won. Now number four has to be next. Now number three. Number 7. Go 7! Go! Number 6 has to be next. And then number 2 and number 5 coming in last. We did it. We won this incredibly illegal horse race. And what's my prize? There's like this drawer opens, and there's a soul shell in there. Where's that drawer? It's over here? Yeah, there it is. Bullet. And you know, now that we've gone through that incredibly emotionally exhausting horse race right there, and we've completed this floor, I think, let me just hang into Harmon's room right here. Since we've now completed the floor, I think that'll be it for this time round with Killer7. I'm going to have to just wait for my heart rate to go down after that horse race. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I know you were, too, because this is where all of the high rollers, all the VIPs come to engage in their illegal gambling games. Illegal gambling games such as roll the dice in this bowl. Like games like here's some cards, turn one over and see if you win. And this toy horse race. High stakes illegal gambling happening in the Kaku building. And we've engaged in it, and we have beaten all the gambling games. And so that means that next time round on Killer7, we're going to continue our way through the Kaku building. We are going to try to find Agent Jean de Paul, and we're going to try to dispatch him before he can mess up the talks between the US and Japan. And maybe we'll find out what's going to happen with these missiles that are currently in the air, heading towards Japan as we speak. I'll see you next time for that.
God, the scene inside that bank was grisly. The floor overflowed with blood and gore. You couldn't even tell what part of the body most of the flesh had been. Originally, I walked through it all, trying not to slip on a pool of blood, and I arrived at the bank's safe. The vault door was half open. I sensed that someone something was inside. I readied my M16 and walked into the safe. I saw a table and 2 chairs in the middle of the vault, and 2 women sat there. I looked more closely at them. They were my wife and daughter, my 37-year-old wife and my 14-year-old daughter. By God, I tried to believe that I was hallucinating. I wanted to dream that I could return home, like every night, and sit down with them at the table in the dining room for supper. But the vault was real, and so were my wife and daughter. My wife turned her face toward me and spoke. I was too much in shock to know what she said. Then, my daughter started to laugh. My wife echoed the laughter. They both laughed like crazy, endlessly. It started to pry away my last pieces of sanity. I started firing. I shot the hell out of my wife and daughter. I fired and fired until the M16 clicked, dry firing, and I collapsed on the floor, frying at the mouth.